Hello students, so this is your trainer Mahnur Irshad from Fun Fox. We are going to learn verbs today. So, a verb is a word which indicates any action performed by a subject like sleeping, caring, washing, cooking, running, teaching, learning. These all are verbs. Any action that we are performing is basically called verb. Remember, verbs have different forms. The action I'm performing today is present and the action I performed yesterday is past, right? So here is the table. Present is basically the first form. Past form is called the second form and the past participle is called the third form. Break is the present form and break is changed into broke. Like any action, if I talk about yesterday, so I want to talk about the break, so I'll say broke because I'll be talking about past and broken is the third form. One more interesting thing, there are many kinds of verbs, but let me focus for now on only two kinds of verbs, strong verbs and weak verbs. The main difference between strong verbs and weak verbs is that weak verbs add ed at the end of the verb, but strong verbs do not add ed at the end of the sentence. Strong verbs change their vowel to change their form, like write is changed into wrote. So they are strong verbs. And weak verbs add just ed at the end. Walk, walked, want, wanted, wish, wished, drink, drank. So that's the difference between them. How to use verbs to enhance writing. So basically, using verbs is a powerful way to enhance your writing by adding clarity and impact. So choose precise verbs. Instead of using weak verbs like walked, try to use the expressive words to convey exactly what you mean. For example, instead of using walked, just use sauntered or stomped. And for this, you should have a huge amount of verb collection in your head. So, strong verbs are like superheroes. They do not need any support, but weak verbs are superheroes who need a little support. So, like strong verbs are in only run, jump, or sing, right? But weak verbs are those uh, who need some support, like they take support of to be verbs. What are to be verbs? Like is, am, are, was, were, am teaching, or was fighting. So fighting is the verb and was is to be verb. Weak verbs are taking support, but strong verbs are not taking support. So let's take an example, you don't worry. So weak verbs are the cat was fighting with a mouse. So was fighting here is a weak verb because it is taking support of was. But a strong verb is attacked. The cat attacked a mouse. So weak sentences change it into this strong verb used sentence. So this sentence is looking more fascinating or more seeming interesting while reading. So make your writing interesting so that a reader get influenced by it. The next example. The sun was shining brightly. The sun dazzled in the sky. So was shining is the weak verb and dazzled is a strong verb. So we will try to use strong verbs. Why we prefer to use strong verbs instead of weak verbs? So strong verbs make our writing clearer. Strong verbs make our writing more fun to read. Strong verbs help us paint a picture with words. Like if anyone is reading your writing, so he would start creating a film in his head what's happening. And strong verbs can convey emotions more powerfully than weak verbs. So what we learned in today's class? Forms of verb, first form, second and third form, kind of verbs, strong verbs and weak verbs, how to use verb to enhance writing, and why we prefer to use strong verbs instead of weak verbs in writing. So it was all for today. I hope you have understood it. We will meet in next class. Bye.